Guys, I can't stop trying new crafts. I think I have a problem. My whip pile is getting out of hand. It was already out of hand when all I did was crochet, but now I've taken up knitting. I also recently tried filet crochet, but that's not really a problem because I didn't enjoy that one. But today we are trying Tunisian crochet. Why is there a plane going over my house right now? That's literally so rude. If you watched my video where I learnt to knit, you will have seen me finding this Tunisian crochet hook in amongst all of my grand's older knitting supplies. And I was like, perfect, because I've been wanting to learn, but this saves me having to go and buy Tunisian crochet hooks. I don't actually know what size this is. It says 6 on it, but it's not 6mm, I don't think. But yeah, we're gonna learn and I'm bringing you guys along for the journey. I think I'm just gonna try like a variety of different stitches. From my research, it would seem that the person to go to learn Tunisian crochet is TLYarnCrafts. I think we all know and love her, and that's who I'm going to be learning from. She has a playlist called Start Here, Learn Tunisian Crochet. So that seems like a good place to start, right? Full transparency on my experience so far with Tunisian crochet, I have used it to make bag straps in the past. So I know, I think, how to do like very basic Tunisian crochet stitch with just a normal crochet hook, 5-stitch rows. But today we're going all in. I want to learn different stitches. I want to use the big long hook. I'm going to be a pro. That's the plan. The first video is titled Learn Tunisian Crochet in 15 minutes, which sounds ideal because the thing about me is I like to pick things up quickly, and if I don't pick them up quickly, I will throw a tantrum. I'll link this playlist, or at least the specific videos that I end up using, in the description so that if you guys want to learn too, then you can. And we are just going to get started and see how we get on. Next time you choose a mobile phone service provider, which one are you most likely to choose? Hi Tony! Am I saying it wrong or am I just British? I say Tunisian, she said Tunisian. I think I'm just British.
Slip knot, place it on your hook, and we're going to chain 12 for this tutorial.
Okay. Now, chaining 12, I can totally do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this yarn's a bit splitty. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Make sure you focus on making it relatively loose, because we will need to work.
Should have kept watching. It's pretty loose. It's pretty loose because this hook's a bit big for this yarn, I think.
Our chain towards us and find the back bumps that exist down the center channel of.
I go into the back bumps a lot when I'm crocheting, but I do hate it. It looks so much better, but I hate it. Why is there so many planes today? Okay, thank you.
Here, rotate your chain to find those back bumps and pull up the loop and keep that loop on your hook. We're gonna.
Okay, so this is, I think, like the kind of Tunisian crochet that I have done before, like for bag straps, because I just find they stretch less. So feeling pretty comfortable with this so far. We're just pulling up all the loops in every back bump. Okay, last one. Here's what that is looking like with all the loops on my hook.
Again, I'm keeping them relatively loose. By keeping your work,
I have really tight tension. I need to listen to her before I just go in guns blazing. Can you hear these planes? What is happening? Are they like circling my house? I actually don't like it. What is happening? I can't see anything, but it's so loud and it's scaring me. I'm just a girl trying to learn Tunisian crochet. Okay, so this is the kind of stitch, and I think she's saying this is Tunisian simple stitch, and I think this is what I've done for bag straps before. So I feel pretty comfortable with this so far. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. It's very satisfying. I do find this very satisfying to do. What did she say? Until there's 1 loop left. Well, I have 2 loops left.
At this point, you might be a little confused, but I promise you can now yarn over and pull through your last 2 loops. We have now.
She read my mind. Guys, foundation row done. Show you on this side. Lovely.
We're going to find the second front vertical bar for our next stitch. Loop on the second vertical bar.
Gotcha.
like that.
Yeah, so this simple stitch is definitely what I've done before, but she has a video with, I think, like 5 stitches for beginners, so we're going to try those as well.
And we created one.
Oh, hang on, no, this is different.
And pull through just that second, through just that one.
Oh no, it's fine.
And we created
Ignore me.
one.
No, I was right, it is different. Oh, I'm confused, Tony. Sorry, it's my fault though, because I'm like talking and not listening properly. Yeah, no, I'm being so thick. You don't chain one. I just like listened to the same bit twice and thought I needed to yarn over and pull through again, but I didn't. So this is what I've done before. Okay.
We're gonna repeat that down the line.
Okay, so I do this all the way to the last stitch with loose tension, Laura. Okay, did it. So this part is the same as last time. So yarn over, pull through 1 for the chain. Loose tension, Laura, remember. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, I did it. I think I managed to have looser tension this time. Here's what we're looking like now. Maybe I shouldn't have used like a multicoloured yarn because it might be easier to see otherwise, but oh well. Okay, we're gonna do like one more row of this to make sure I've definitely got the hang of this simple stitch, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things. Trying to be loose. Pull up that last loop. And then the return pass. 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way along. Okay, nice, cool.
Panadol liquid capsules, designed with rapid absorption for fast and targeted pain relief.
ProPlan, high quality nutrition for your dog's lifelong well-being, developed with Purina Vets.
Okay,
At this,
she's going to show us how to bind off, which I'm also going to do now.
we've done
I see, this is clever, because then it makes your like top row look like the other ones, because at the moment the top row like is kind of got those gaps compared to the previous rows. So go into the bar and then pull through both loops for a slip stitch. This is smart. I've done that all the way along.
And my friends, guess what? You now know how to Tunisian crochet. And there you go, my love. You are now the
I did it. There we go. 3 rows of Tunisian simple stitch complete. We did it. Now, like I said, I'm not going to get too cocky because I have done that before. So she also has a video, 5 simple stitches for Tunisian crochet beginners. I'm going to frog this. Okay, so we're starting with the Tunisian mesh stitch, which I'm excited about because it looks very pretty. And I love a mesh stitch. With normal crochet, I just love mesh stitch so much.
And it needs to be worked over an odd number of stitches.
Okay.
So
Okay, so I need to do like the foundation row, I think, first. 13, 14, 15, 1 more. And then we're going to the back bumps. Pull up 15 loops. I hate going into the back bumps. I think I should have 15 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 16. Did I not need to chain an extra one? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Pull that off. And we can just undo that last chain. Well, I say we can. There we go.
stitch in your row. So we will.
I need to do the return pass. Alright, chain 1. Then yarn over, pull through 2. Okay. Done that first, like, foundation row.
Yarn over.
Right, okay. So this makes sense because we're doing a mesh stitch. We're like skipping, we're yarning over, skipping 1 vertical bar, and then going into the next one to pull up the loop. Makes sense, Tony. She's a very good teacher, I will say. I feel like I'm picking this up quickly because she's explaining it so well. So if you're also wanting to learn, highly recommend these videos. Okay. Oh, that looks fun. Okay, hopefully I did that right. Because I do have a habit. One thing I do notice when I do these things is she shows me once and I'm like, got it! and then I go ahead and then I keep watching the video and I'm like, oh, I've done that completely wrong. So we'll see.
Skip Tunisian simple stitch.
I think I did it right.
Do that.
So normal return pass. So we chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Guys! Oh, it's so pretty.
The steakhouse stack with 2 layers of delicious beef, crispy onions, and peppercorn sauce.
Tutorial.
Okay, I'm going to do another row of mesh stitch just to make sure I've got the hang of it, and then we're going to move on. And I'm just going to keep doing them all like on the same swatch, I think. We yarn over and go into that one. Okay. Then we chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Guys, look at this. Obviously, like, the rows look a little bit different until you like go into them again. I'm going to do one more just so we can fully see it a little bit better. Look! This is so cute. Okay, I'm going to skip the knit stitch because I know how to knit. That's my only logic really with that. Okay, so I'm just going to do a row, like a row of Tunisian simple stitch just to like be in between the stitches and so that I have like a full row base to work into, if that makes sense. So okay, so I've just done like a row of simple stitch to go in between. So I'm going to learn the diagonal lattice stitch now.
And complete a Tunisian simple stitch in that.
Wait.
And we're gonna stitch. So we're gonna Tunisian simple stitch in that.
Okay, so I've gone through 2 of the vertical bars, pulled up a loop, and then we go back into just the first one and pull up another loop, I think. I kind of see already how this is going to work because like going into 2 is kind of like making them slant a little bit diagonally, and then you're going into the first one again, I guess. It kind of like crosses them over, and then you've also then got 2 loops for the 2 stitches that you went into. And I should, I guess, still have 15 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And then a normal return pass?
Diagonal lattice stitch.
Yes, normal return pass. Okay. I don't really know why I hold it so far down when I do this bit. I don't think you need to. Pretty. I think we'll get a better idea of how it looks once I've done another row or 2, but that's how that is looking now, this top row here. For the, what's it called? Diagonal lattice stitch. Guys, quick disclaimer for this next stitch. I did it wrong, and then I realised that I did it wrong, and then I do it right. But if you already know how to do this stitch and you're watching me thinking, what is she doing? She's doing it wrong. Don't worry, I do end up realising. I'm just stupid. Okay, so I'm going to do, again, 2 more rows of this stitch to make sure I've got the hang of it and just so we can see a little bit of what it actually looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. That's such a pretty one. So like now that I've done another row, we can kind of see the row below a little bit better, like what it actually looks like. So I'll do 1 more row of that, and then I'll do another row of simple stitch again for another like just barrier line. I don't know what to call that. You know what I mean. And then I'll show you again. Okay, guys. Look how pretty that one is. So I've done 3 rows of it, and then I've just done another row of simple stitch on the top so that I've got a base to start the next one. There's 2 more stitches in this video. There's the full stitch and the honeycomb stitch. I am very intrigued by the honeycomb stitch, but I'm going to see what the full stitch looks like.
Each row by offsetting our stitches.
Guys, I just realised I did the last one wrong. This is what I mean. I think I've got it, and then I just keep going. But whatever I did do, I really like. But you're meant to, like, I think you're meant to do each row slightly differently so that the stitches are offset and you get the diagonal. Okay, you know what? It's fine.
But it happens in each row by offsetting our stitches. So that was the second row of the repeat.
Okay, let me see what the second row was, because I just did the first row for every row. Okay, so whatever I did do, I really like, but it's not what I was supposed to be learning. What I was supposed to do is on the second row, the first row I did right, then on the second row I was supposed to just not go into 2 loops on the first one. just go into one to like offset the stitches so that you get the diagonal pattern. So I'm now going to try again. Now that I've actually watched the tutorial, this is seriously my problem. Just watch all of it, Laura, before you jump in. First row, go through 2 loops, then 1. That row is just like what I did, but my problem was that I did that for every row when you're supposed to alternate. Now on the second row, I only go into 1 loop for the first simple stitch to offset the stitches, and now I go into the next 2. I understand what I did wrong. I rushed in like a fool. It's like that TikTok sound, I don't know if you've seen it, that's like, find the plug, and then the I'm going to explain this so badly, I'll try and find it and insert it if I can.
You should now have found a black cable. Please do not pull it out. If you have already done so, please do not plug it back in.
That is unfortunately me when it comes to these things. And then we do our return pass again. This is making so much more sense now. Now back to normal for the next row. Yeah, so I don't know what I did. Well, I know what I did on the last row, but I don't know what that stitch is called, if it even has a name, because I was doing it wrong. But it's very pretty. So, you know what? Maybe I invented something new. Probably not. So now I've done 3 rows of it correctly, and I can totally see the difference with like the diagonal lattice. Hopefully you can as well. Whereas here I've like just kind of created twists like up, whereas now where I'm doing it correctly, it's like creating that diagonal lattice, which is what it's supposed to be like. So I'm gonna do just another row of simple stitch now to go in between, and then we will move on. Oh, what am I like? Idiot. Okay, so now that I've done that row of simple stitch, you can see the diagonal stitch a little bit better there. Again, here's my mesh stitch, here's whatever weird thing I did in the middle when I was doing it wrong, and here is the diagonal lattice stitch. I think I'm just gonna now learn, she has a full stitch, Tunisian full stitch and then honeycomb stitch. I'm gonna have a look at both and then pick one to do, because I've been filming for like well over an hour already. I already want to cry about the editing, so we'll just do one more. Okay, I'm gonna do the honeycomb stitch because I think it looks prettier.
Repeat that can be
2-row repeat, Laura.
And we're going to learn a new stitch, the Tunisian purl stitch that I mentioned. We're going to get a little purl bump because of that Tunisian purl stitch and pull up a loop for the purl. Okay?
Okay.
Not as hard as it looks.
It's not as bad as knitting purl stitch. She frightened me with the name. I can do the purl stitch in knitting, but oh, I do not enjoy it. This one is not as bad. Whew, she scared me for a second there. Okay, so we do a simple stitch, and then we do purl stitch, yarn in front, in, yarn behind, pull up the loop. Do the return pass. Now, my guess is that on the next, on like the second row of the repeat, we're just gonna do the purl stitch first. That's my guess, but this time I'm gonna watch a tutorial before I dive in and do it wrong again. I've learned my lesson, at least for now.
Starting with a purl here.
I was right. First time for everything, hey? So start with the purl. We do our return pass again. So that's how it's looking. So obviously this is the row I've just done. Sorry, it's not super easy to like see between the different stitches, but I'm gonna do another row, so hopefully we can have another, you'll be able to see it better again. So this time we start with simple again. I really hope I'm doing the purl stitch right. I'm gonna watch her do it again in a second because I'm doubting myself. Okay, I'm gonna do one more row of just the simple stitch to finish off, and then I will bind off, and then I will rejoin you and show you everything that we've done. But yeah, super fun. If there are any other like crafts or fibre arts that you guys would like me to try out in a video, then please do let me know, because I would love to do it. I'm really having fun picking up new skills. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Please make sure you're subscribed, got the notifications on, like and share this video. I'd really appreciate it. It would really, really help me out. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.